The action continues here inside the AYSN Sports Center for the Stallion Team Season 6 Jumbo Plastic Conference. We're already done in the first two games in our 16 under division. We'll now be moving forward in the 18 under division. First game is going to be Amsteel versus Charm, contrasting stories between these two as Charm now 2-0, still undefeated in this tournament. Meanwhile, Amsteel naman are 0-2, looking for their first dub in this tournament. So stay tuned now. We'll start the game in a few minutes. An undefeated team and a team still looking for their first win. Amstel 0-2, Charm 2-0. And this begins our 18 under division day number 3. Charm still 2-0. Amsteel, Lucas drives. It's good. Of course, we're going to be seeing the Connection brothers again in action. Lucas Cao, last game scored 33 points. And out of those 33 points, naka 50% shooting to. Si Lucas Cao, another efficient performance, but still lost by 4 points against JJ Sports in their previous outing. As Seth Ong, as shot was too strong. Strong rebound here by Anduele Poa. Anduele Poa got 9 rebounds last game, as Lucas. Oh, great defense. But Lucas Cao able to zigzag his way in. Kicks it. That's going to be a turnover for Amsteel. Anduele Poa couldn't get a piece of it. And this team, Charm, of course, headed by Coach Carl C. As there's a whistle. That's going to be a foul on Sean Rodriguez. That's going to be his first personal. Coach Carl C. This is his 3rd straight game for today as a head coach. Again, last game, he took the coaching job of Coach JD Wu, coaching Oro Guard in the 16 under division. First game naman, he was the head coach. As second attempt is no good for Ian Vargas. Calix misses that shot as well. Ian. As So touched the ball last with 9 on the shot clock here for Charm. Ong drives all the way. No. Fighting for that rebound. Won by Sean Rodriguez. As Lucas almost loses it, but Jaden So able to control. Gives it to Anduele. Anduele. That was a great defense by Ian Vargas, but Anduele Poa, even he could not believe I was able to sink that one in. Ong. Short on that J for Lucas Ang. The other Lucas, Lucas Cao, dribbling it down. And he laid up. No go. Galax spins, drives, and he'll score. Galax Chu muscling his way in. For that easy deuce, Galax Chu scored 6 points last game. Only shot 30% from the field, but also got 7 rebounds. As Jaden Sol pass it, right corner triple. It's good. Pure from long range for Drew Cagado. Kakalaro lang ni Drew Cagado kakanina sa ating 16 under division. Playing for Chong Baro as well. Seven minutes remaining here as Lucas passes it to Jaden. Great defense for Charm. No wide open shots, but no box out. Leaving Sean Rodriguez open for that easy rebound. 7-2 is the score. As Coach Carl C. calls a timeout as they are trailing by 7, 9-2. We'll be back, folks, after the break. Welcome back, folks. The timeout break is brought to you by Park Access, the official Nike store partner. As Calix driving all the way and short on that shot. Strong rebound by Ian, but there's a whistle. Foul's gonna be called on Anduel Apoa. That's gonna be his first. Charms last game shot, great percentage from the free throw line, shooting 77% from the charity stripe as Ian Vargas misses on the first attempt. As baliktad, dapat si Lucas ko yung nasa baba. Second attempt. It's good. 1 for 2 for Ian Vargas. As Ian Vargas last game scored 6 points, got 9 rebounds and 2 assists. As Lucas Cow with what a layup by Lucas Cow, extending his right hand for that layup. As Lucas looking, passes it inside Ian, gets fouled by Jaden Saw. That's gonna be 2 free throws again for Ian Vargas. So 2 shots here for Ian Vargas once again. Last game, Ian shot 2 for 2, 100% from the free throw line. He's now 1 for 3. Again, this team outscored Gold Cross in their previous outing, winning by a huge margin. 86-63 was the final score. As Ian goes 0 for 2. An offensive rebound by Lucas Ang. Seth drives. Almost went in for Seth Ong. And that's going to be on Anduel Apoa. Second. As Seth Ong led his team, last game taking the best player of the game, scoring 31 points, 9 rebounds, 8 steals, close to a triple-double performance etong si Seth Ong last game. And he was our Jumbo Plastic Linoleum best player of the game when they matched it up against Gold Cross. That's why I like this matchup. Lucas Cow, Seth Ong. As Lucas kicks it, another turnover for the gray shirts. Junk and Austero walking. That's 5 minutes and 35 remaining. Look at that drive and no go. Rebound by Anduel. Oh, last touch by Amsteel. Great defense by Calix. That Calix too. It was 1 against 3. Seth passes it inside, and look at that basket and 1 for Ian Vargas. Pushing foul on Jaden, so that's going to be second. Even though that was late, no, that was a good call na. Kasi there was a foul. And I believe that's the 5th team foul, if I'm not mistaken, of Amsteel. As Lucas kicks it, Jaden wide open. That's just a layup for Jaden Saw. This is the first mandatory substitution hatid sa inyo ng Jumbo Plastic Linoleum, Uniled Lights, AutoGuard, Park Access, and Ono Kai. So all players will have a guaranteed 10 minutes of playing time. Meanwhile, for Amsteel naman, they only have 9 players on the floor, so they have 1 player who's going to be staying in their team. Alam niyo ba house rules dito? Di ba kung kulang yung team? So, that break is brought to you by Park Access, the official Nike store partner. So, Lucas Cow for Amsteel is the one who's going to be staying on the floor for Coach Hans Ang. Meanwhile, fresh legs for Charm. They are trailing by 6 here. Oh, what a find! But the point-blank range shot was a miss for Enzo C. That was a good find by Trey Chua. As Trey as that's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Liam Ang. Ethan, of course, playing him for the Ateneo Blue Eagles in the UAAP was Ethan. Gives it to his brother Lucas as he got rejected by Trey Chua. Trey. Coach Carl C. asking for a whistle, but clearly that was a great defense by Lucas Cao. So Trey. Strong rebound by Mateo de la Paz. Luke, or Ethan rather. Matthew. Lucas. He'll fire a triple. Just hits the back iron and miss. Akop. Lucas setting up a play here. He's guarded by Liam Ang. Step back. Jumper. It's good. Lucas Cao with 6 points already, leading his team in terms of scoring. And Amsteel doubling the scoring output of Charm. Trey rattles in and out at that free throw line, Jay. Last touch by Mateo de la Paz. Trey Chua gets fouled. So that's going to be 2 free throws as Mateo de la Paz gets his first personal foul. Trey knocks down the first one. And these 2 free throws brought to you by Uni-LED Lights and Auto Guard. Trey goes 2 for 2. Trey Chua now gets his first score of the game. Those 2 freebies. Ethan floats it up, in and out, gets his own miss. Great defense by the red shirts. Ethan, fadeaway J, no! Great rebound by Gavin Chua. As Gavin also played earlier in our 16 under division. Also from Chongbaru, same sila ni Drew Cagadok. And that's a foul. Hard collision there. And he's still down on the floor. As Gavin Chua will be getting his first personal foul here, and our medic checking in on him, and he gave the nod to say that he's still able to play. So 2 free throws here for Ethan because he got fouled in the act of shooting. Ethan Cao last game scored 29 points and 12 rebounds, a double-double performance from him. However, he committed 7 turnovers and only shot 38% from the field. But he got 3 steals and 2 blocks. Dished out 3 assists for the Blue Eagle. Trey. Uses that Chua pick. Trey drives. Trey rejected by Mateo de la Paz. That was all leather for Mateo, but ball stays with the red shirts with 8 on the shot clock. That was a great block by Mateo. Trey, it's good. That's a triple for Trey. Cuts down the lead to just 3, 16-13. Lucas pulls up, short. That's Trey taking the point guard role here for Charm in this lineup. Trey goes elbow. And there's a whistle on Lucas Cow. That's going to be his, I believe that's his second, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, that's his first. So 2 shots for Trey Chua. Trey Chua now has 5 points. Last game, Trey Chua scored 21 points, 7 rebounds, 2 steals, and 6 blocks. And also shot 43% from the field. So decent numbers for Trey Chua as they get their second straight win against Gold Cross in their previous outing. As Trey knocks down the second one, cuts down the lead to just 2. Ethan, easy. His teammates on the bench even saying that that shot's going to be going in, even though before that ball went in the net. Less than a minute to play in the first quarter. C hands it to Trey. Why is he wide open? Lucky break for Amsteel as Trey Chua misses. Trey, free throw. It's good. Ethan, long 2. Rebound by Gavin. Trey sidesteps his way in. Great defense by Mateo de la Paz. Lucas, shot clock is off. All the way for Lucas Cow. And he now has 8 points. 10 seconds remaining. Charm still has an opportunity to score before we end the first quarter. Trey pulls up, in and out. Rebound by Lucas, and that will count. And that is the end of the first quarter. A 4-point lead in favor of Amsteel, 20-16. We'll be back, folks, right after the break. Start of the second quarter, folks. During the first quarter, both teams, Amsteel shooting 50% from the field. Charm only shooting 21%. However, the difference are the free throw department. Imagine, all throughout the first quarter, Amsteel didn't even score from the free throw line. They only shot 0 for 2. Charms naman, 7 out of 13 from the charity stripe as Ethan was able to draw a foul. So that's going to be a foul on Ian Vargas. That's his first personal foul. 2 shots for Ethan. Again, this kid, Ethan Cow, I've covered him in the UAAP when he played for Ateneo Blue Eagles in the 19 under division. In season 88. As Seth, look at that speed and strength, but the shot was also strong as Ian was able to draw another foul. And the foul's going to be on Mateo. Ian Vargas has been going to the line. I believe this is 5th and 6th free throws in this game, but so far he's shooting poorly from the free throw line as finally he sinks in the first one. Let's see if he can go 2 for 2 here. And he can't. Shout out to a good friend of mine, Janken Austero. Ethan. No. Rebound by Seth. 21-17 is the score. Nice pass to Lucas, but shot was short. Ethan, great defense by Charm, and that's going to be a turnover. Great transition defense for the red shirts. Literally, nabigla yung Amsteel. Doon kasi ang bilis ng transition defense ng Charm. As Ian was able to recover it, Ian pulls up. Oh, Calix! Ball rolls out nga lang for Calix Chu. As Ethan zigzagging his way in for that shot, but ball rolls out. Lucas Ang loses the rock. It's a 4-point ball game. It's still in favor of Amsteel, and that's an unforced error committed by Amsteel as Mateo de la Paz couldn't handle. Less than 8 minutes to play in the first half as Seth bounces out. Ian rejected by Mateo. But another turnover for the gray shirts. Seth, 6 on the shot clock. Seth, step back 3. Pure from distance. We're now looking at a 1-point ball game. Seth Ong now has 5. As Ethan gets it right back. Series of fakes. Ethan with the hustle. No go. Rebound by Ian Vargas. Ian gives it to Seth. As Seth. Last touch by Charm. Ball goes to Amsteel with 6:34 remaining. And there's a whistle on Lucas Ang. That's his first personal foul. Drew gives it here to Ethan. That's a 4-point shot if he's playing in the PBA, but can't get that one to go. Six minutes remaining in the second quarter. A Seth Ong gives it to Chu. Calix step back. Long distance to is good for Calix Chu, and the crowd loves that shot from Calix. That's his 4 points of the game. Lamang na ang Charms ng isa. Jaden, nowhere to go, kicks it. Drew, off the glass is good. Drew Kagadok now with 5 points. As Seth Ong with the Gypsy Drew layup. That is our offensive play of the quarter, brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. And this is the second mandatory substitution of this game. This mandatory substitution is brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum, Uniled Lights, Ono Guard, Park Access, and Ono Kai.
This game is brought to you by Jumbo Plastic.
Yabang. So it's a 1-point lead in favor of Charm. 24-23. As that's going to be a turnover. Four minutes and 50 remaining. Astray. Short. Here comes Lucas Cao. I like the rotation dito. Oh my! Welcome to my TikTok moment for Lucas Cao. That's a highlight play, and he now has 10 points. Trey just making it look easy from mid-range. Lucas, he's feeling it, and he is hot. And we have a timeout break brought to you by
Auto. Rowie.
So we'll have a quick break, folks. We'll be back right after this. That break was brought to you by Park Access, the official Nike store partner. 4 minutes and 5 remaining. And palitan ng kalamangan yun sa dalawang kupunan natin. Of course, Amsteel, they have that kind of determination to get their first win in this game. Astray, turnaround J, no. Meanwhile, for Charm naman, if you are an undefeated team, the target is in your head. Is on your head because all of the teams wants to beat you. So that's their war cry in this game to get to still be undefeated after this. That's their goal. Astray, no. Tapi ka ng bola. Trey gets it. And there's a whistle. 2 free throws for Trey Chua. So that's going to be a foul on Anduele. That's going to be his third. Trey Chua now in double-digit scoring. Already has 10 points. And Amsteel, or Charm rather, shooting 33% from the line. 53%. Now they're shooting 9 out of 16 after Trey Chua made that first one. Trey Chua is the leading scorer for Team Charm. Seth Ong only has 7 so far. But I'm expecting in the second half that, of course, Seth Ong's going to be igniting a lot of shots here. As Lucas looking. That's a hard pass to Anduele Poa inside. That's going to be a turnover for Lucas Cao. Trey gives it. Liam. Enzo. Well read by Lucas, and that's going to be a foul on Gavin Shua. That's going to be second.
Pushing him on number 2, Gavin Shua, his second personal.
As Rodriguez, Austin Lim trying to deny the ball on Lucas Cao. He'll shoot a long distance 3. Right iron is good. No good. We are tied at 28 apiece. Again, yung first 2 games natin sa 16 under division earlier, Tight ball game yun. And right now, this is officially our third game, but first game in our 18 under. Tight ball game then. What a pass from Trey Chua to Enzo C for that easy deuce. Lucas passes it. Wide open three. Bounces in for Matthew Akop. And look at that smile from Matthew. Oh, that's a long distance too. I thought that was a 30, but our referee saying that he stepped on the line. And another inside pass to Enzo C. Ako passes it inside. Anduele. Easy. Palitan ng scoring ngayon dito, ladies and gentlemen, for our first game in the 18 under division. Trey in and out. Anduele rather with the rebound. Less than a minute to play in the first half. Lucas setting it up, guarded by Austin. Lucas all the way, gets fouled. Gavin gets his third. Another 2 free throws here for Lucas Cao. Lucas Cao now has 13 points, leading his team in terms of scoring. The one behind him is Drew Kagadok with 5. Of course, Lucas Cao playing for St. Jude Academy. And this kid in the previous season, or the recently concluded season of Cheng Yin, he scored one game with 54 points. And this time, Trey play for MGC. As missed 3 for Liam Ang. Austin, short. So 23 seconds remaining. Shot clock is already off. This is the last possession in the first half. Lucas Cao will try to take the last shot here. Lucas. No. Oh. And I believe that will not count because the ball was still in the hands of Anduele Poa. And that is the end of the first half. 33-32, just a 1-point lead in favor of Amsteel. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Stallion Teen Season 6 Jumbo Plastic Conference. That break was brought to you by Park Access. This is the start of the second half. I believe both teams can now freely sub in their players kasi lahat sila na-meet na yung 10 minutes guaranteed minimum playing time for all players. And both teams, well, Amsteel shooting 48% compared to Charm's 26%. But the difference is the free throw department. Let's look at that three-point shot from Ethan Chow to start the third quarter. So 36-32 is the score. As Seth Ong, still quiet in this game. Trey Chua is the one leading his team in terms of scoring. As Seth will shoot a three. Too strong. Look at the length of Trey Chua. And he got fouled in the act of shooting. That's going to be on Mateo De La Paz. That's going to be his third.
His third personal.
So Trey Chua already has 12 points. He's the leading scorer for Charm. On the other end, the man for Amstel, it's Lucas Cao. Astray. Oh, great box out by Ethan. That's the right way to do it. For those who are listening, again, before you go up and get a rebound, always remember to box out first. Put the body on someone to establish your footing or your ground because you'll have a much higher chance to get that rebound if you box out. As a Duele looking. That's going to be a jump ball. And possession arrows pointing towards Charm's favor. So ball goes to the red shirts. Seth Ong. Trey. Nowhere to go. Gives it to Calix. Calix will shoot. Short. Offensive rebound. Great save by Liam Ang. As Seth will drive. No. As Seth Ong knocks down the three. And that shot is brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. And right now, Calix has it. Seth pulls up, no go. As Ethan gives it, De La Paz. Floaters no go. Trey with the rebound. As out of bounds. And a substitution here for Coach Hansag. Papasok dito si Sean Rodriguez. We are tied at 36 apiece. Low scoring ball game for these two. Going head neck to neck. As Lucas, guarded by Liam, passes it to his brother Ethan. Catch and shoot. No go. Rebound by Calix. Trey. All the way. Easy bucket for Trey Chua. And Trey Chua now with 15 points. And lamang na ang Charm Salet as there's a foul. But the foul was on the floor. That's going to be on Seth. Seth Ong gets his first personal foul. Ethan. Lucas passes it. Long two. And Mo goes back to the red shirts. Charms has been struggling to shoot the ball here, only shooting 25% all throughout this game. The reason why we have a close ball game because they have shot more or attempted more free throws compared to Amsteel. Ashan, great defense by Seth Ong. Trey loses the handle. And that's just Anduele Poa going to work inside to tie this game with 38 apiece. Seth looking, passes it inside to Ian, rejected, but there's a foul by Ethan. I thought that was a clean block as Ethan gets his first personal foul.
And so the scoreboard has clear. 2 free throws in progress.
As first shot is no good for Ian Vargas. Ian Vargas not doing a phenomenal job to shoot the ball as he makes the second. Lucas pulls up, taking all to himself, is up and good for Lucas Cao. Lucas Cao now with 16 points. As Enzo. Lucas again in transition. Passes it to Ethan. Ethan! That's going to be an easy blocking foul call on Ian Vargas. That's going to be his second.
Substitution. Two shots, he can get it.
Second attempt is no good again. Trey looking. And look at that shot for Trey Chua, and he now has 17 points. He's the leading scorer in this game so far. As Lucas, look at that shot, and clearly a blocking foul. And we are tied at 41 all with 4 minutes and 11 seconds. Ian Vargas gets his third personal foul. 2 quick fouls for Ian Vargas here in the third quarter. So Lucas Ang's going to be checking in for the other Ang, Liam Ang. As Lucas, second attempt is good. And that brings Amsteel into this game leading by 1 after Lucas Cao sank in the second. Seth, all board. Great hustle by Anduele Poa. Lucas, strong drive to the hoop. Lucas Cao doing everything right now for Amsteel. Seth kicks it. Trey decides to go inside. One-handed shot, no. As Sean Rodriguez grabbing that size 7 basketball. Ethan against 3 red jerseys and was able to draw a foul. That's going to be on Enzo C.
First personal.
And that's his first personal foul in two-man substitution for Coach Hans Eng and one-man substitution naman for Coach Carl C. And this is a three-point ball game. As Ethan knocks down the first one, Ethan now has 8 points. And Amsteel slowly improving their free throw percentage. The foul's going to be on Lucas Scow. That's going to be second. And Lucas Scow did not like that call. Trey, nice pass to Enzo. But that wide open shot's no go. Ethan was trying to fish for a foul there. As Seth loses the rock, stolen by Jaden, gives it to Lucas in transition. Lucas skying high for that layup was Lucas Scow, and we have a timeout break by Charm Pet Food as they are now trailing by 7, the largest lead of the game so far, 40-41. We'll be back, folks, after the break. That timeout breaks brought to you by Park Access, the official Nike store partner. 2 minutes and 20 remaining here in the third quarter as Trey step back. Oh, look at that up and under move and basket and one for Trey Chua. And the foul's gonna be on Lucas Scow. That's his third personal foul. That was a great display of footwork by Trey Chua. As three-point opportunity went in and out. As Jaden, that's his spot, and he'll score. Lucas Scow already know that shot will go in even before the ball touched the net. Jaden saw that's just a layup for Jaden. Trey, catch and shoot. A rebound by Mateo. Ethan. Passes it to Jaden again. Jaden gives it back to Ethan. Ethan zigzagging his way in as Mateo. Lucas, step back. Nowhere to go. Great defense by Trey and Ang. But Mateo out of bounds. A minute and 7 remaining in the third as Seth Ong, all glass. Lucas kicks it to Jaden. He is feeling it, but that time way off the mark. As ball goes back to the red shirts. Amsteel up by 8, 51-43 with 50 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Trey looking, Seth, and great defense by Amsteel as Ethan bounces it. Drew, rejected by Trey Chua. Trey sidesteps his way in. No go. Rebound by Lucas, and that's going to be a foul on Seth Ong. That's going to be his second. So, shot clock is already off. 15 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Ethan passes it to Jaden. Jaden, it's the back iron miss. May oras pa dito si Seth. 2 seconds. Seth, that will count. And that is the end of the third quarter. 8-point advantage for Amsteel coming into the fourth quarter. Stay tuned lang as we still have one more quarter remaining. We'll be back, folks, after the break. Ten more minutes of action. Charm only shooting 25% in this game compared to Amsteel's 46%. So almost doubling the shooting percentage here as Lucas misses on that reverse lay. Trey, guarded by Lucas. Trey, floater is up. Too strong. Fighting for that rebound and won by Sean Rodriguez. Ethan passes it to Lucas. Lucas all the way. Easy layup for Lucas Scow. And he now has 21 points. And Seth Ong with the quick retaliation there. Ethan loses the handle. And last touch by Ian Vargas. Ball stays with the gray shirts with 13 on the shot clock. Almost a steal by Lucas Ang. Or Liam Ang, rather. Lucas. Oh, look at that. Almost completes the highlight but can't get it to fall. Seth hands it to Ian. Nice find by Seth Ong to Ian Vargas. That is our Odegaard assist of the quarter. Brought to you by Odegaard Premium Car Care Products. 6-point advantage of Amsteel. Ethan, no hesitation. Bang. Back to a 9-point ball game. Still in favor of Amsteel. 56-47. C gives it here to Liam. Answering back with a 3-pointer of his own. So trading buckets between these two. Lucas sidesteps, but ball rolls out. Trey will fire a 3. No. And Ian with the save. Trey off the glass, it's good. Trey Chua with 21 points. Yes, 2 points behind Lucas Cow. Still, Amsteel trying to break away here, but Charm pet food. Ethan, nowhere to go. Mateo kicks it to Sean. Sean catches your triple. It's good! John Rodriguez with the sally, increasing the lead back to 7, 59-52. Seth crosses over, floater, short. Great hustle by Ian Vargas to grab that offensive rebound. Enzo gives it to Trey. Trey goes to the baseline, short, gets his own miss, another miss, rejected by Mateo de la Paz. Lucas. And that's going to be charm possession. Manuel Poa is going to be checking in for Mateo de la Paz. I believe Coach Hans Ang will be checking in Mateo de la Paz later in the dying minutes of this fourth and final quarter. Seth. 6 minutes. 5 remaining. Just a 7-point lead here for Amsteel as Lucas going all the way. And Lucas was asking for a foul, saying that he got hit on the head by Trey Chua. As Trey lays it up and in over Ethan Cao. Ethan, baseball pass. Lucas still getting that ball. Lucas in and out. Lucas Cao kind of frustrated after that miss. He thought the shot was going to fall in. A Seth all the way. No. As there's a foul by Enzo C. That's going to be second personal foul. So ball stays with Amsteel. As Ethan muscling his way in, just making it look easy for Ethan Cao as he now has 14 points. Trey, Liam, short, perfect place at the perfect time. Enzo C really knows where to position himself inside the shaded area. Actually, parang yung bola na lang, yung lumapit kay Enzo. As Lucas pulls up a 3, short. Ian with the rebound. Lucas asking for a sub. He's getting tired here as Trey can't get it. Ethan. Great defense by Ian Vargas. Miscommunication as Matthew Akop wasn't ready to catch that ball. Seth. Oh, no defense at all. As Ian passes it. Enzo in and out. Again with the miss by Enzo C. And that's going to be a jump ball. Balik ang bola sa Charm. So 14 on the shot clock for Charm Fit Food. Seth gives it there to Trey. Fakes. Trey takes, rails in that long distance too on top of the key. And we're now looking at the 3-point ball game. 3.5 remaining. Ethan pulls up short. Seth Ong dribbling it down. Seth pulls up. It's the back iron and miss. Here comes Lucas. Lucas all the way. No! And asking for a foul there. Even Coach Hans Ang was asking for it, but no whistle given by the officials. Trey, great defense, but better offense That was a tough shot by Trey Chua. And Trey Chua now with 27 points. And we have a timeout break. We're looking at the 1-point lead here. We'll be back, folks, after this. That break was brought to you by Park Access, the official Nike store partner. So it's just a 1-point game. 3 for Sean, no! And rebound by Enzo. Enzo, even though he's not that tall, no, he knows how to position himself. That's his strength in this game. Ong. Trey, no hesitation. It's good. Charm is now up by 3 as Trey Chua now has 30. Ethan! No! As Trey Chua. What a steal by Lucas. Stealing the ball and stealing the show is Lucas Cao. And we have a warning on Lucas Cao for delaying the game.
Warning, the Amsteel will start for the game.
As we are down to the last 2 minutes, brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. Seth gives it. 3-point bomb. Liam, no. Mateo gives it here to Ethan. Ethan dribbling. Ethan will pull up. And he'll knock that one in for Ethan Cao. And right now, Amsteel up by 2, 65-63. Seth, what a steal by Mateo. And Ethan has the leather. Passes it here to Sean, but Sean turns the ball over. That's an unforced error committed by Amsteel. As my timeout break dito by Charm Pet Food. So ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back after this. That break was brought to you by Park Access, the official Nike store partner. 65-63. Charm trailing by 2. A Seth will drive. No. Rebound by Ethan. Cao against Ian Vargas. Cao pulls up and he'll knock that perimeter J in, increasing the lead to 4 points. 67-63. Seth. Trey. Rejected by Ethan, but there's a whistle. And that's a foul on Ethan Cao. That's just his second personal foul. So 2 free throws dito para kay Trey Chua. Trey Chua now has 30 points, and this Team Charm shooting 54% from the free throw line as he misses on the first attempt. Second attempt for Trey. Rattles in the second. Cuts down the lead to just 3. Still in favor of Amsteel with 45 seconds remaining. As Ethan step back. He's on fire right now! And look at the smile of Ethan Cao, increasing the lead to 5 sets. And he got fouled in the act of shooting a 3. So that's going to be the 4th personal foul on Lucas Cao and 3 free throws for Seth Ong.
Lucas Cao is 4th personal.
So Lucas Cao needs to be careful here. Seth Ong, not his usual average in terms of scoring. Only has 12 points so far as he knocks down the first one. He still has 2 more. Seth, second attempt is good. Cuts down the lead to just 3. Third and final attempt. In and out. Rebound. Rejected by Mateo de la Paz. Lucas all the way. No. Mateo. And it's good. Coach Carl C. calls a timeout. As Amsteel now up by 2 possessions, 71-66, with 20.8 seconds remaining. We'll have a quick break, folks. We'll be back for more Stallion Teens action when we return. That timeout break is brought to you by Park Access, the official Nike store partner in AutoGuard premium car care products. So it's 20.8 seconds remaining. 71-66 is the score. So it's still, since they will inbound the ball to their front court, so may 14-second shot clock dito ang Charm. So there's a 6.8 second shot clock, game clock differential. As Liam Ang will trigger the inbound. Trey kicks it back to Liam, wide open and off the mark. Ethan will be called for a foul and he'll go to the line for a pair. Oh, no, sorry, not yet. That's just the first team foul rather. Got confused there. For Charm. So may 3 fouls to give pa. Etong Charm, that's the second team foul. Lucas gives it to Ethan. Stolen by Seth. Seth all the way, no! As Ethan with a quick recovery. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of this ball game. What a close game, but this belongs to Amsteel getting their first win in this tournament. 71-66 is the final score. We'll be back for more right after this. Welcome back, Stallion fans. Together with me is our Jumbo Plastic Linoleum best player of the game with 25 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals, Lucas Cal. Lucas, congratulations. You now have your first win in this tournament. How does this win mean to you guys?
I think this win, like the past 2 games, we were losing and stuff, yeah. But like this win, it set the tempo for us, and those 2 losses made us realize now we have to play harder in game.
And you gave Charm their first loss in this tournament. I just want to ask, what did Coach Hans Ang told you guys coming into this game?
To be honest, he just went in and said, we gotta play hard defense, and if you wanna win, we gotta play with heart and grab all those rebounds. 50-50 chances are supposed to be ours.
And you got that dub now. I'm pretty much sure you want to give a shout out to all of our viewers.
Shout out to my mom, my dad, shout out to Ethan, my Aya, shout out to the Stallion community, shout out to my ates watching this live, and yeah, thank you guys.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is Lucas Cal, our best player of the game. So stay tuned because next is going to be Chat Time versus Azarias.